It's your boy. Come on, can we get some people to start super chatting? I want to get my hair shaved. I need some serious cash to shave my head. So if you want to be part of that movement, let me go get the razor. Some of you don't speak English, but you want to send me money if I shave my head on the stream. It's a little weird. But it's not unheard of. It's just super weird. Yeah, I'm talking to most of you. Most of you are super weird. You already knew that, though. Should we do an unboxing video today? I don't want anyone else copying and mimicking my show, so the reason I don't showcase the things I've thought of to bring to the show is because it's just going to get copied next week, right? So I have to like upload and do it all at once so that it's all dropped on the same day. So clearly I was the one who thought of it and did it and made it happen. But over here I have such a beautiful box. I haven't unboxed it. Plus it's been quarantined. I don't want to start opening up stuff that comes from other parts of the world too quickly, okay? Nobody understands how this leaves or comes or goes. So I'm first to say, quarantine your stuff that comes in from outside your bubble. This is a razor. I will use it to shave all this gray and make myself look 110% sexier. For some reason, this gray throws a wrench in my sexy. And I'm okay with that. I don't do these shows to pick up chicks or dudes, for that matter. I do this show to pick up kind souls, good-hearted people. That's it. And if you are one, please tune in and watch the show. I'd love to have you commenting and sharing videos with other kind-hearted people. Let's see what we got here. I got this. Garbage recycling. I'm going to do the garbages today. Got recycling the garbage day tomorrow. There's the spring for my snippers. I've been looking for this for a while. And now I can't find my snippers. Right? They're probably at the bottom over here. Where can I put this spring so that I remember where... Oh, I know where my snippers are. I think they're in there. Damn it, they're not. They could be behind this huge box underneath the other cogs. They're not. Alright, so we are thinking... I want to get a pool table. Mrs. Hash says, no, it's expensive, and I don't know what the other reason is. I don't have a life anymore, so if I get a pool table, it's going to be for me. And what I want, it just turns out my chick's actually really good at pool too, so we can play pool together. She said, but we have windows in the dining room. And then I remembered I bought these pieces of insulation board, these 1-inch insulation board. I'm going to cut out a piece and then overlap it to the window frame so it doesn't go, it's not an insert, but it actually goes outside the frame. And then when I play pool, I'll just slap those up. I'll hang them on hooks and then fully protect it, right? And there is a few windows to do, so I'll need 3 boards. But it's to make the room, and it's insulation board, so it's going to keep the heat out. It's going to keep the heat from coming in. So it's actually a win-win, and I can't wait to bring you these exciting things that I've come up with in my head. First, we got to get that super chat goal of it's over $1,000 for the pool table. I'll probably end up buying it myself, and paying for it for the next 3 years. But hey, if we get some super chats out of the blue and they say pool table or let's get this pool table or pool table goal, pool table fund, it'll be kind of cool to see that people actually want to be part of the show and want to follow it. But I'm not really keen on asking for a pool table fund. Like, I've never really, this is new to me. I'm old, and back when I grew up, you couldn't go get on the phone and start asking your friends to fund you for a pool table, right? So for me, this is kind of weird. But at the same time, this is the future, and this is what is done on social media like this. So I'm trying it. We'll see how it goes. You are going to be getting to watch one of the greatest YouTubers play pool. I grew up watching Stephen Hendry and being nowhere near as good as Stephen Hendry, but I was a pro at billiards and 9-ball. Snooker, I was okay. I know how to play all pool games, all billiards. I don't know the order of the balls really anymore, but I know it's like yellow and brown and green, or 2, 3, and 4, something like that. Or yellow, green, brown. The blue might be 5, pink is 6, and the black is 7, something like that. You know, it just takes 10 seconds to relearn the numbers. I have no clue what the numbers of the points of the balls are. Today on the show, I have a bunch of things I'm doing, and I just wanted everybody to know that photons, sound vibrations, which are photons, have negative mass as well as negative gravity, which means they rise. This is how Merlin, the magician, was able to move giant stones across the plains of England. This is how scientists in laboratories were able to use sound to levitate ping pong balls. And there have been many, many, many other scientific experiments we have not been allowed to know about, because there is what is called the private sector and there is what is called the public sector. And most of you don't know this, but there is a private sector for medicine, and there is a private sector for, there's a private sector for medicine, and there's a public healthcare system that is broken. The private healthcare system is a pay to play. You are given the best treatment, and almost 99% of the time you're healed. In a public health sector, you can go and get diagnoses, but then you must pay out of pocket for the life saving drug. So why wouldn't you just start at the private sector hospital? These are questions we'll get into over time, but these are questions most of the people who run these things don't want you to ask. Simpletons and peons, that's what they take all of us for in the private sector. The public are simpletons and peons in their opinion and in their eyes. Never forget that. Think of the public sector as slaves, and the private sector as those who are the slave driver. Period. Anyone who doesn't, well, number one, you're lying to yourself, and number two, you are absolutely stupid and lying to yourself. All right? Just wake up, you know. You can't, most of you, what is it going to take for you to get this damaging virus, like some sort of disease, where you have to experience this firsthand for yourself and be like, oh shit, Hash was right. Look at the situation I'm in. Well, when your time comes, unfortunately, you did nothing to stand next to me. So when your time comes, there will be no one to stand next to you. Not because I wouldn't, I would. But you didn't stand next to me. I'll have no inkling or no clue what's wrong with you. You're not even a friend of the show, right? So thank you so much for understanding that this is a community-based effort, and a community can't be a community without solid effort from all in said group or area vicinity. More and more I see people who cling to the almighty dollar. Almighty! There is nothing mighty about the dollar. In 2 to 3 or 4 years, when the dollar crumbles, you will see very quickly that the way money is printed is too fast. Money is printed on such a... Money is actually not what we think it is. It's not a form of currency. It's a bank note. That a bank... This is why Bitcoin is so powerful right now, because money is about to be depreciated to zero. And when that happens, those sitting on money will have nothing. So if you can create a business off of land, which would be like a farm or something like that, you will be rich as one can be, heavily taxed. Let's not say rich, let's say you'll have something, where others will be so lost when they have kept all their money in savings and money depreciates to nothing and a new form of currency takes over, this is what's happening. Most of you live under rocks, and this is why Bitcoin is a very small group of people owning a lot of Bitcoin, is because people are using currency that is printed to now buy Bitcoin. So it's like a massive inflate of a new currency. And whoever's last to the party will be the brokest at said table. Thank you for tuning into this episode. There's so much more to talk about, but I'm not your financial economist. I am here to make you wake up. Cars in 2 years will be out of reach of you to buy for two reasons. You won't have an income you won't have any savings, because your savings is paper notes, which are bank notes, which are useless in the future when banks crumble under the new financial system that will be created. The central banks work off bank notes, not cryptocurrency. So when the time comes to shift, banknotes will be worthless. The year 2025 is approaching very quickly. Be ready.